The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
We're going to scale up block by block as we get more comfortable financially, as we get that first pod running. We'll go on and add other parts in order to grow our business.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Michel Amar. He's the CEO of Digi Power X. And Michel, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Good morning. TGIF, thank God it's Friday, so we can try to relax, even though we never relax on the weekend.
Yeah, well, good news. You've got good news out, which is positive. You signed a almost $20 million AI deal, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But maybe remind everyone a little bit about the company and what you do.
So Digi Power X is a power infrastructure company. We've been in the power business for the last 9-10 years. We started with building this tier one Bitcoin mining centers, and 2024 we started to pivot to AI data center infrastructure. And Alabama is our first flagship site where we decided to pivot to AI, and we got our first contract to validate our tier 3 modular system. We will be running by May 15. We are in testing mode now, and we'll be running GPUs from NVIDIA, the B200 and B300. And this is our first contract, which is great. Gave us the ability now to scale up and keep on copying and pasting.
Yeah, it always has to start with the first one. And this was almost a $20 million contract. So it's a good first contract to have. So talk to me a little bit about the momentum you're looking at trying to build from this one.
So considering that first pod system, very sophisticated pod system, by the way, rated 3, with all the redundancy needed in order to process at 99.98% availability. We have 2 chillers, 2 generators, UPSs, IT. Only that first pod contract for $19.6 million is a little bit under 1 megawatt worth of power. It's actually 0.08. And we do have in Alabama a total of 70 megawatt power availability. Therefore, in IT load, it translates to about 55 megawatt of IT load, basically on a 1.3 PUE. So basically, we have a potential there to multiply that first pod over 55 to 60 times. And this is what we are going to do. We're going to scale up block by block as we get more comfortable financially, as we get that first pod running. We'll go on and add other parts in order to grow our business.
So if I'm reading you right, Michel, in essence, you could have a number of different contracts for the same building. So you can add a number of people in there while you're working, correct?
It's actually a modular building. So we can add modular buildings. Of course, our strategy is to have an hybrid of both type of business. One will be a GPU as a service or bare metal rentals, GPUs, and the other is co-location, which we are in final discussions about a co-location deal. We signed an LOI a few months ago, and we're trying to finalize that LOI into a co-location deal. So this is the 2 different streams of revenues that we are working on among all our sites.
Michel, you feel the company's in just a great position right now, considering the explosion and just the conversations alone we're hearing about these type of facilities and how important they are and how many we need and all that. It just seems like it's an industry that's ready to explode.
It is exploding now as we speak. There's much more demand than supply of power. We are very fortunate as we are also a generator of power. We own a combined cycle gas power plant, and lately it's been published that the hyperscalers are now considering behind the meter data centers power supply, where before they were strictly utilizing grid power. Now they are open to behind the meter power. And we do have a behind the meter operation in upstate New York, as we have a generator, gas power plant. So our value has increased dramatically, in my opinion. We're gonna now, after we validate that first pod, and that makes us a data processor in AI, with our first AI factory. Now we just have to convert the total of our 400 megawatt into AI data centers, which give us a huge, huge upside in terms of growth potential.
Well, Michel, congratulations on this. It always takes the first one, and you've got that now. So appreciate your time, and we look forward to our next conversation, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, guys.
You as well. Michel Amar, the CEO of Digi Power X.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.